Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Hardcore Challenge. We're here on Marlak, level 2 Shaman now. And while it is hardcore, it is not self-found. Because, well, we want to speed things up a little bit. We only got so much time in the day, you know what I mean? Plus, I got all those characters, right? Um, Wolfdar brought his druid over here. He hooked me up the lockjaw hide vest, rawhide leggings. And he had to give me an ebon war spear because it turns out the spear that I got before, and I should have thought of this because it was from a mage, was a no rent. Symbol of loyalty to Vox. So we're cruising now. We're geared up, ready to do some killing. I think Wolfdar is switching over to his SK, and I have a bag of gear to give him. Ooh, I think that was a 1 pierce shot there. 16 point damage on that guy. So yeah, but for a while there, I was fisting everything. Had hand to hand because I had destroyed my club, and the spear had disappeared, and I was still like nothing. None of these blues, anyway, they're blues now, could even get my health to really go down. But it was slow killing them. I was hitting for a max of 4, and missing more often than not. But because of that, my defense went up like 6 or 7 levels, and so in a way, it was good. It's kind of good. So I don't want to film too much of this grind here, but I'm gonna try to make these videos cover more ground, a lot more off-camera stuff. This is gonna be more of a progress report, especially in the beginning. At this point we're at now, because we're only level 2 or 3. It's gonna get more interesting when the hardcore kicks in, when we're playing with our friends in a group, doing some dangerous stuff. But I want to keep the story. So I want to keep the story continuous. So right now the story is killing small stuff in the swamps, leveling up, still haven't died, even though I think at this point if we died, we would get to respawn. Haven't tested that theory yet. Don't want to. You know what I mean? Doing good. Alright, we're going to give Schwifty his gear. Interestingly enough, I have not had any cloth armor drop from the skeletons, but I have had it drop from the froglock tadpoles, which are basically like large green sperm cells swimming around the water. So I don't know why they're dropping cloth armor, but I'm not going to complain about it. Wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that? He's all geared up. We're all ready to go. Stats are looking good. Stamina's at 124. Let's see if he has time to play. I wasn't sure if he was just here for the transfer or not. Apparently not. So he is good to go. Let's give him some buffs. And let's get grinding. Schwifty and I are gonna try to hunt down some more froglocks. The other night we killed one that was yellow, and it was so easy, such an easy kill. We did have decent weapons, but we didn't have any of this armor. So the trolls starting is just so solid because of the regen plus their awesome stats. Makes them a really strong starting race. I'm sure the regen's benefit tapers off right quick, but at the moment we seem to be undefeatable. So troll definitely wasn't a bad pick for this hardcore challenge. We're moving up north, hoping to find some harder mobs, right? All the ones near Grob were blue, and we're capable of taking yellow, perhaps even red. Like, we're kicking butt. Alright, I accidentally pulled this water moccasin, not realizing it was a red con. But we're actually handling it. Our HP is still not really going down. And we're winning the fight. So right now, we're at 60% into our level. Let's see what this does for us. I'm guessing a 2 or 3% jump. Wow, 12%. 12%. That's crazy. So that's the way to go. Where did Swifty go? There he is. Alright, a lesser kobold, which I think is a level 2 mob. Let's get it, yep. So now we're getting into the territory that we should be in. Proper level stuff. Let's grind it out. Alright, so we couldn't find much that was level 2. We went straight from blues to reds, so we're going to check out the Feerot entrance. Let's see what we can find in the Feerot. Wow, after being in that dark... We're in South Row now. Okay. After being in that dark swamp, you would have thought it was night, but we zone in here and it's a nice bright day. But we were aiming for Feerot, so looks like I'll see what Swifty says. I think this is probably too high for us. I don't know. We're in South Row at the moment. I see a tree snake. Perfect. Yellow. Let's do it. I must be lagging because where'd the snake go? Okay, there he is. Whoa, I could have sworn I saw him crawling away. Anyway, this might be a spot for us. Let's see how much XP we get. We're at 75%. We are definitely lagging. We went up to 85. We got 10% off that. This is the way. This is the way. But I'm getting back lag. I think I'm going to have to switch to hotspot. Yeah, this is really bad. Here we are killing another tree snake. This one conning red and still unable to bring my health down. Like, I'm not even landing hits on it, apparently. I'm just repeatedly missing. There we go. And he's beating me up, but my HP stays at like 100. It's crazy. Ding. We got huge. It's like 15% on that or something. Wow, we're still getting the lag though, unfortunately. Even though I just switched to hotspot. So, level 3, you guys. Progress. Oh my gosh. We just, I can't believe I didn't turn the video on. That's why I probably shouldn't record these videos after a really long day. But I don't really have a choice most of the time. We just tried to take a tree snake, and we were doing alright, but I backed off because I was down to like 50% HP to let Schwifty tank it. He started to get low, and he ran for the zone. It looked like he was fine, and he zoned. But apparently he had poison on him, which killed him. And apparently we were wrong about the level 10 hardcore. So he literally just died at level 3. And lost all that gear he had just given his character. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's just like that fast. Over level 3. Right after he just got all that gear. Oh, he's right. It's because I had the buff, the druid buff. Oh my gosh. Wow, is that the end of it? That might be the end of the challenge. I mean, I think he's crushed because he lost all that gear. Well, we're gonna have to talk about it. It might be over right as it begins. Wow. EverQuest, we got cocky. We were thinking, first off, we were thinking A, hardcore doesn't kick in till 10. That's what we were told. And B, well, I don't know if there is a B. B, we were thinking we could handle those guys. Because, I mean, we just handled like 2 of them, no problem. Wow, I just can't believe that happened. But he's not giving up. He says, I'll just make some bandit. He's going to continue from level 1. So I think I'll come back and power level him. So we're going to continue. He's got to start from level 1. Now we know. Wow. Alright, well. Death. And I didn't even catch it on camera, but it wasn't much to see. Like, I didn't catch it on camera because I didn't think very much was happening. I noticed it at first, and then when he started running, that had all my attention, you know? He started running, but he had like 40 HP, and I'm like, why is he running so early? But whatever, I can probably just get aggro, because it seems like on the server, most of the time, you get proximity aggro. You know, you just, you get close enough, and if you're on the aggro table at all, oftentimes you can get aggro. But I guess he had just done too much damage relative to myself, and, wow. Well, that's killer. I think it's punishment for twinking our characters. It's the only proper explanation I have. I just saw a kobold on the other side of the tree, and then he just disappears. This lag, man. It is ridiculous and weird. Alright, well. Let's see what happens from here. Gonna pause it for now. Alright, so I guess Swifty's gonna give it another run. He's gonna make himself some bandit on Wolfdar, who I guess is a bit of a blacksmith. Look, there he is, stuck in the water swimming. It's sad. What a sad ending, right? Well, we're both down right now because he had just twinked out the guy, and I. We gotta power level him up now. That's what we gotta do. Alright, guys. Well, Swifty's got to level 2. I hope he's almost level 3. We've been grinding at it for a while. We've been just kind of running around killing whatever we see solo. But I think he was really slow because we were grouped. And I roamed around and I think I found some white and yellow cons. And this is probably much better XP for both of us. And hopefully we can get him up to level 3. Yes, he just dinged level 3. So, we made it to level 3. Still kind of downhearted about losing all of that twink gear. That was a true bummer. But, you know, at least it happened early. You know what I'm saying? We're just doing it up here. I think I'll get a couple more kills, but I'm going to log soon, I think. Alright, we're at 85%, about to kill a yellow giant rat, which went down incredibly easily. Now let's see how much we get. 89. So is that 4%? I think so. Alright. So we finally found a good area to get our groove on. Very, very nice. So here's a giant rat, yellow con. But as you can see, we kick its butt. Let me try to make the combat chat bigger. There we go. And Schwifty's landing in some hits too. We're doing just fine against these things. But the problem is they run into the water. It's really annoying. Our swimming is not good. Let's grab this kobold while we're here. That'll take us to 93. We're about to hit level 4. It's interesting that I haven't seen any cloth off the kobolds or the skeletons, but I've gotten like 3 pieces of cloth off of the tadpoles. Are they trying to encourage the rivalry there? That's what it seems like. So this one's an even con. He should be even easier. The problem is he probably swims a lot faster than me. Yep, see? This is what happens. The mob runs and they pretty much get away because your swimming is crap. Server's gonna shut down in 20. But we're doing pretty well. Pretty well indeed. Some sort of sunken ship over here. Little fungus spore, little baby fungus. These are like level 1. A giant water moccasin. Definitely don't take that, but let's take this froglock, who's only blue. I'm used to them being like yellow. It's interesting that he's only blue. I don't see Swifty. He's probably looking for me right now. Hopefully he sees me. It doesn't look like he did. Or maybe he mentioned some shadow men. So maybe he's just looking for the Shadowman? Oh, he's just looking for the next mob. That's a good call by him. Alright. So you see the grind is nice. We're about to ding 4. Very nice. Swifty's getting his butt kicked a bit. There we go. Alright. Let's make sure he's got his buffs. That's our job, really. I don't think we really need my weak strength, but we want to give the dex for the skill ups. That's definitely worth it. Uh-oh. What happened to my cast? Did it fizzle at the last minute? Yeah, they do that sometimes. Here's a white con. Perfect. He would have been a yellow just a second ago. I gotta keep that in mind. I only got 2% this time. To refresh my own dexterity buff. And I gotta steal aggro. Schwifty's getting his butt kicked a little bit. I think I've done the majority of the damage. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm lagging or something. Anyway. We got to level 4, guys. I'm gonna pause it until we're ready to log off or something interesting happens. Part of the problem with the area we're in now is we got these, Fungus Man trackers. Oh, that one's only yellow to me. Okay, so at some point we're going to be killing those Fungus Man trackers, but it's a little dangerous for now. Let's get away from that particular area. They seem to be all over it. Alright, we went a bit closer to Grob. And we are going to resume the hunting of preferably giant rats. Maybe we could try the water moccasins. It was a really close fight once. I almost died. And if it weren't for Schwifty's harm touch, I would have died. Because they got the poison. And he was probably 2 levels, not just 1 above me. But now that I've dinged, Schwifty's dinged since then. So we're probably good for him. Alright, we can finally take out these Froglock fishermen, apparently. He's only white to me now. That's cool. Boom. Let me make sure Swifty's got his buff on. Alright, and a Froglock also white. This works nicely. That was interesting. That Froglock had an undead Froglock tongue. I wonder why. That was weird. Now, if his friend was white, there's every chance that this guy shouldn't be too hard. Let's see how this goes. He opened up with a nice big hit on me, but I did the same to him. We got a zone line not far. %17% is gonna go up to what? This guy felt like he was like 2 levels above me. He almost made me want to run. To 20. Got 3% on that one. Very nice. 52% HP goes up to 65 with the inner fire healing. Very nice. Very nice. A little dangerous, especially for hardcore. Pretty simple combat so far. Just turn on the auto attack and maybe throw in a nuke to pull or to finish them off if they're running. Can't seem to land a hit. That's it. Found a little dangerous spot here with lots of pathing froglots, but it's also good for, well, good for finding mobs to kill. Last 10 minutes before the server comes down. Let's grab this white one. We just killed 2 blues in a row. Let's see if we can't get a white single. Wow, getting a nice rhythm on it. Very nice. Look at all these frogs over here. This is a dangerous area. Wow, that's already respawned? How fast? This is almost... Oh, and that's a respawn too, right there. Jeez. Okay, let's try to grab this guy, because I think he's a single right now. I hope so. Oof. Barely made it to Guck. Question is, how do we get back out of here? These guys are the right level, but how would we split them? We could not split them. Well, here we are in Guck. I'm looking for the most recent server message. 8 minutes. Probably just head back out there, I guess. Alright guys, so we're going to end it here in Upper Guck. We had a very somber, yet still overall pretty good run. Schwifty is... What is he now? He's 3, I think. Let's see, where's Swifty? Yeah, he's 3. I'm 4. You know, that leaves... We started at 2, so that's a 1 level gain for him, 2 for me. I think he's closer to 4 than I am to 5, so, you know, that death didn't really split us up too bad. It's just the gear loss that was really heartbreaking. And at least now we know that hardcore does not start at level 10. It starts immediately. So keep that in mind and forget my mentioning anything to the contrary of that. I will see you on the next episode. La da 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 da. It's the same as always. EverQuest G, Sendrith, Marrow, and lots of other characters. Motherfucker. La da 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 da. It will be next time that I see. And then the awkward pause at the end while I figure out how to turn off the recording. Ha ha.